Have you ever felt the sharp sting of betrayal? A jolt, like the unexpected shattering of glass beneath your feet, a seismic rupture, the clarity of sudden disappointment. When betrayed by someone you trusted, it's not just a fleeting emotion. It's a lesson in intuition, a call to understand the delicate dance of trust. Trust is an invisible thread that binds us in every relationship. Whether chatting with a friend, collaborating with a team, or simply exchanging smiles with someone at the grocery store, trust is always at play. Today, we'll unravel this crucial truth together. It's a way of understanding this network, deciphering people, and determining who truly deserves your trust and respect. This path is not about casting judgment shadows. It's about arming yourself with wisdom and protecting yourself in a world where your peace is sacred. In this video, we'll navigate the complex waters of human interactions, introducing you to 9 types of individuals who may seem trustworthy but could potentially sabotage your journey to greatness. It's not just about building walls or living in doubt. It's about being smart, aware, and valuing your inner peace. Stoicism teaches the importance of understanding others' intentions and actions, guiding us to make conscious decisions about who we allow into our lives. By exploring these types through Stoic principles, you'll realize it's not just about preventing the bad, but embracing the good, making choices aligned with respect and honesty. Let's dive in and discover how the 21st century Stoic navigates the complex world of trust with clarity and confidence. 1. The manipulative individual. Trust is like handing someone a pencil to sketch your portrait. In the right hands, it's a masterpiece, but in the wrong hands, you might not recognize yourself. Now let's talk about the manipulative individual, one of those 9 who doesn't even deserve a pastel crayon for your life canvas. These cunning characters are experts at painting illusions, skillfully drawing their own agendas while making you believe they're by your side. Remember, trust is a two-way street, but manipulators use it like a one-way express lane to their goals. While distracting you with one hand, they're picking your pocket with the other. Deceptive in their ways, often wearing the mask of charm and understanding, but don't be fooled. They are not like harmless chameleons changing colors to blend in. Manipulators alter truths, stories, and even emotions to gain control. Protecting yourself from these artful deceivers requires a bit of detective work. Pay attention to inconsistencies, half-truths, and the feeling that something is off internally. It's not about being paranoid. It's about being smart and aware. If you catch them, it's time to cut them out of your life. As the wise Stoic Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Listen carefully to the unsaid, the silence between words, and the gaps between promises. That's often where the real hidden truth lies, in the unspoken. 2. The perpetual critic. In the marketplace of human connections, trust is a currency more valuable than gold. Think of the perpetual critic, a constant presence armed with a set of judgments, like a glitch in your favorite game, disrupting harmony around them. Trusting them is like trusting a ship that's bound to sink, just waiting for the right moment. The critic's words are often harsher than necessary, acting as a mirror reflecting not you, but a distorted image of your worth. Their criticisms seem endless, like a rain of negativity soaking the soul and trust. Want to add some humor to the mix? Imagine the perpetual critic, a judge appointing their own judges in the courtroom of life, where everyone is guilty until proven innocent. Trusting them is like expecting a cat to throw a knife at a laser pointer. It's a futile effort. Now, putting humor aside, the Stoics were right. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. So, when faced with the perpetual critic, forget proving them wrong. It's not about disproving them, but choosing a calm path, not letting their criticism disrupt your inner peace. It's not about doubting yourself, but about not letting criticism be the soundtrack of your life journey. Trust yourself and choose your confidence wisely, because in the end, your journey defines you. 3. The superficially friendly. Picture the always smiling magician, a social butterfly effortlessly defying gravity with contagious laughter and an endless reserve of "How are you?" But let's remember, not all that glitters is gold. These masters of the social scene may be illusionists seeking popularity rather than genuine connections. Their smiles could be as vast as the sky, but it might just be a mask hiding their pursuit of popularity. Like chameleons, they change colors to blend in perfectly with any crowd. However, a real friend isn't just someone who remembers your birthday. Will they be there when the cake crumbles? Friendships as thin as a veil can vanish with the first blow of reality. As Seneca wisely said, "True friendship is serene," and those superficially friendly within this social courtesy dance are not keeping up with the rhythm of true connection. Perhaps they'll remember your birthday, but will they be there when the cake falls apart? Friendships as thin as a veil can vanish with the first blow of reality. In navigating life's diverse relationships, it's essential to discern and distinguish yourself. Don't be swayed by superficial charm. Be selective with those who value depth. The stitches of real connections in the fabric of life are more precious than the temporary threads of shallow acquaintances. 4. The careless listener. Now, let's talk about a character as common in our daily lives as a smartphone. Imagine someone who nods during a conversation, eyes glazed, likely planning their dinner while you speak. A person seemingly lost in their own world. You might feel like you're talking to a wall, right? But here's a twist. While it's easy to get frustrated with this modern-day statue, there's something you shouldn't forget. Remember Seneca's words, "Being everywhere is the same as being nowhere." In a world filled with endless notifications and digital distractions, the careless listener is a reminder stuck in your phone, a reminder lost when you're sharing a story. It's not just about respect, it's about connection. If someone can't spare time to dive into a real conversation instead of getting lost in their phone, why invest your words and time? Life is too short to let someone's screen time become the background noise of your existence. So, the next time you encounter the inattentive listener, don't just stand there feeling undervalued. Take a cue from the Stoic playbook. Respecting your time and words means choosing to walk away. After all, as Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, it's not that we have a short time, but that we waste much of it. Don't let the inattentive listener turn your time into something forgettable. 5. The empathy-lacking individual. Navigating the complex webs of life, we often encounter those lacking in empathy. Think of someone who finds deceiving for quick gains as easy as taking a breath. A cold notion, isn't it? It's a challenging situation for those emotionally disconnected. Their radar for understanding others' feelings is on a perpetual vacation. This empathy deficit isn't just a red flag, it's a banner waving frantically in the storm of emotions. You might find yourself surrounded by individuals who seem immune to the struggles, joys, or tears of others. The Stoic reminder here is profound. The world is a living being, one nature, one soul. When you encounter those without empathy, remember that true strength is not about bulldozing through emotions, but understanding and embracing them. It's a reminder to hold on to your values, not letting the cold winds of apathy extinguish your empathetic flame. In a world that sometimes feels indifferent, the warmth of empathy is your superpower. 6. The unreliable companion. Trust is like a mirror. You can fix it if it's broken, but you can still see the crack in that reflection. Now, let's shine a light on the unreliable companion, a flickering flame in the gust of promises. They might assure you the moon, but when the night is dark, they're nowhere to be found. It's like building a sandcastle with someone who won't stay for the tide. Trusting the unreliable companion is like asking a GPS without a signal for directions. You might get somewhere, but it won't be where you planned. Reliability is the glue of relationships, a beacon in the storm, guiding you through the waves of life. When faced with the unreliable, it's not about bitterness, but about understanding that your time is precious and promises are meant to be kept. As Seneca aptly put it, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. So surround yourself with those who are as reliable as the sunrise, making your journey smoother and your bonds stronger. 7. The energy vampire. In the grand theater of life, everyone plays a role. Some bring warmth, laughter, and sunshine, while others cast shadows, leaving you emotionally drained. Enter the energy vampire, a character so adept at draining your enthusiasm, they could work for the emotional power grid. Their negativity is like a contagious disease, spreading gloom wherever they go. If you find yourself exhausted, perpetually weary, and wondering why your emotional well is running dry, it might be time to check for an energy vampire in your midst. Remember the Stoic principle. It's not that we have a short time, but that we waste much of it. Wasting your time with someone who saps your energy is like watching the sunset through a dusty window, missing the vibrant colors of life. Surround yourself with those who radiate positive energy, those who lift you higher, and let the energy vampires find their dark corners to dwell in. It's not about being heartless, it's about preserving the sanctuary of your well-being. 8. The gossip monger. In the grand tapestry of human connections, gossip is the loose thread that, if pulled, can unravel the entire fabric. Picture the gossip monger as a weaver, not of tales, but of chaos, entangling everyone in the intricate web of half-truths and speculations. Trusting a gossip monger is like playing Russian roulette with your secrets, a dangerous game that might leave you exposed. Gossip spreads like wildfire, consuming relationships in its flames, leaving ashes of mistrust in its wake. It's not just about the information shared, but the intent behind it. The gossip monger, often disguised as a well-meaning friend, might have a hidden agenda. As Seneca wisely said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. So, surround yourself with those who are as reliable as the sunrise, making your journey smoother and your bonds stronger. 9. The fair weather friend. In the symphony of life, friends are the notes that create a melodious tune. However, there's a discordant note, the fair weather friend. They're there during sunny days, dancing in the warmth of your success, but when storms brew on the horizon, they vanish like morning dew in the sunlight. Trusting a fair weather friend is like relying on a paper umbrella in a typhoon. It might offer shade, but it won't withstand the storm. In a world full of unpredictable weather, surround yourself with those sturdy like an oak, providing shelter and support regardless of the forecast. True friends are the ones who walk with you through both the sunshine and the rain, not just when the weather suits them. As Seneca wisely noted, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Surround yourself with friends who weather the storms with you, making the symphony of life richer and more harmonious. In the grand tapestry of human connections, trust is the thread weaving through every interaction. It's not about building impenetrable walls, but about choosing the right bricks. As we navigate this intricate network of relationships, let the wisdom of the Stoics guide your choices, discerning the manipulators, critics, and superficially friendly is not about becoming a hermit, but about creating a circle that resonates with authenticity and respect. Remember, you're the curator of your life's gallery, choosing who gets a front row seat to your masterpiece. In the words of Seneca, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. So, curate wisely, surround yourself with those who enhance your colors, and let your masterpiece flourish in the gallery of trust.